I like that one. Yeah. You are listening to the Lost Minds. You say it, that sounds better.
You are listening to the Lost Minds podcast.
Let's get this session started with a deep breathing exercise. And by deep breathing exercise, I mean, see you on the inside.
Hello.
What are you doing? Just making a podcast.
Bet you that's cool.
All right, Brick, here's a question for you.
No, you're supposed to do an intro.
What? You didn't tell me.
At least be like, welcome.
All right, no. Here goes.
To the
Here's
Lost
intro.
Minds.
Here goes the intro. Okay, you're going to start it here. This episode is going to contain some weird shit, and I'd recommend if you were not over the age of 21 that you'd get a parental signature to listen to it.
Please email it.
Someone who's 20.
Yeah.
Or tweet it.
Your ma.
Your mother. Ask your mother if you can listen to it. No, but it's crazy, and all the things we say do not reflect our personal opinions or the opinions of our supporters. It gets crazy. I hope you enjoy it.
It's really not that crazy.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
You're not.
I wish we were that cool.
Okay. That's
You're
it.
not joining a cult.
What, dude? No, but seriously, though, you guys want to join this cult, you're going to need to.
Shit, I listened to this when I was like 13. I remember listening to like Adam Sandler CD and shit. Mm-hmm. And he's talking about like one of the skits, like what is it, like Gay Robot, or like the Respect one where it's like little Nicky DeTesere tells his family about, or his grandpa and his grandpa's friends at the social club about his first day at school. And he's like, I kissed a girl on the playground. And he's like, what? He's like, oh, young love. He's like, gotta respect the condoms.
Respect.
Like, yeah, respect. Like, there's like crazy ass shit, you know, even like when he's like, this is a workout. Or is this people having sex? And like, there's people like, you know, like playing a recording. It's like, we are definitely fucking right now. We are not working out. And he's like, no, I think those people are definitely having sex. That'd be wrong. They're working on elliptical. It's like, it's so funny. And then he's like, I'm going to actually have to do a recording of my own here. And the girl's like, okay, what's going on? And he's like, all right, what's going on? And he's like, oh my God. And like, he's like, oh, what was that of? And he's like, that was a recording of you trying to have sex with me. And he's like, nope, we're working out yet. See you later.
Those are cool. I like that one.
Dude, it's like, there's one, like, I don't know. It's kind of good to hear some stuff like that, though.
Random shit?
Well, I mean, when you're younger, though, too, if anytime, like,
Builds character.
Like, if your kids are asking about it, like, hey,
Zip.
what's this? Like, and you're like, oh, they're not ready. They're not ready. They're ready. They're asking about it, you know, because for me, if someone would tell me that, they'd be like, oh, it's nothing, you know, it's this, you'll find out when you get older. I'm
so
like,
if your 6-year-old kid's like...
I'm going to go find someone else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So if your 6-year-old kid's like, hey, Dad, what's alcohol? And you're like, well, he's asking about it. He's ready for it.
Here we go.
All right,
First
boy.
shot.
Like, bend over.
Whoa, dude. That went dark real fast.
Maybe like...
6 years old, dude.
I mean, you gotta hate. It's like I remember I can't remember one of our friends was telling us about, like, we went hunting, or he went hunting, and they got a deer or whatever, and he was gonna teach him how to skin the deer. And he's like, all right, you ready? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, all right, you start in the back now. And he's like, all right. And he's like, lift his tail up, and he like lifts his tail up, and he's like, all right, get around. See that? Got to cut around his ass. And he's like, all right. And he's like, stick your finger in there. He's like, all right. And he like sticks his finger in the deer's asshole, and he's like, all right, now don't grip on, moving around. He's like, starts moving around. He's like, all right, now pull it out. And he like pulls it out, and he's like, all right. And I start cutting around. He's like, hey, what the hell? And he's like, and it just like hazing him, you know, like getting him to do it and stuff like that. And he's like, now take your finger out of the ass. It's like, just like totally like played him or whatever, you know.
Just made him put his finger in the butt. He's like, all right, now you can take it out.
Yeah, just like fucking with the
That would be
thing, you know?
suck ass.
Now that you're done fucking around.
All right, now we did two things here. We got your first deer and we broke your virginity now.
Penetrated your first ass, boy.
It's like, you're an animal, man.
That is brutal, dude.
I just think it's funny, though, because, I mean...
Was he scarred?
No, he was like
No.
laughing about it. I mean, I wish I could go hunting. And I'm gonna do that to my kid the first if I could.
Stick his finger up a butt.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'd do that with it. It'd be funny. Like, I mean, if you have a daughter, going hunting with the daughter and stuff too. I'd do that to her. It'd be so funny.
A good way to do it, like if you
my
go
God, that'd be
fishing
so
or
funny.
something.
But even funnier, I bet.
Dude.
I think that kind of stuff's fun. Like, that's half the fun getting screwed with.
Yeah, it is. It really is. The only people who don't like it are the people that have never experienced that as a child. If you don't experience getting fucked with when you're a little kid, when you grow up, it offends you. Yeah, getting teased, it offends you.
You can't like dish it out, and you can't like receive it. You know.
But it's got to be by someone you respect.
Definitely.
Like
If it's like a bully or something.
yeah, then you don't like it.
You're like, what the fuck?
But if it's like an uncle or a dad or a grandpa that you respect, when they mess around with you to the point where it's like embarrassing to you, like even like what happened to that kid who put his finger up the deer's butt. If it was like your friends or a bully that made you do that, you would hate it. You'd resent them, and you'd resent the fact that they made you do that. But if it was someone you respected and like they were just like, dude, it was funny. Grow up. It's a different kind of hazing.
Yeah, it could happen with your family though too. It's like that movie, The World of the Wonderful Woodley Whites, or whatever the hell, that documentary with those crazy rednecks. Fucking their family's like psychotic, and they have all kinds of crazy stories of them going like shooting each other and doing crazy shit. And like one of the cousins got mad at one of the uncles and shit like that, and he was like talking shit to him, and he called him up and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you." And he's like, "Why don't you think you're man enough? Why don't you come on down here and do it?" And he's like, I drove my truck down there. He's like, I just got down there.
And
Whatever.
everybody's like, oh, he's innocent.
Yeah, and then like he's like, well, he knocked on my door and he's like, "All right, man, you think you're man enough to kill me? Go ahead now." So I pulled my gun, I shot him in the face, and he's like, he shot me in the face. Good respect to being a man. He shot me around the face. It's like he was meant to do it, you know, and like straight up, like they're like they didn't give a fuck. Like they're just like, oh my god.
He didn't hate him though after he shot him in the head, did he?
No, he didn't know. He's like, even though the kid was like in jail or like coming out of jail, and he understood and respected it and stuff, because he lived, you know, he made it fucking through it. But that whole family was like, they're wild. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why they call the Wild Whites of Mississippi or something.
Well, wild's like a good way to put it. You know, it's kind of slightly complimentary. Really, they're fucking psychotic. It's like the shit that they're doing. Like the guy who made his claim of fame, like the son of the tap dancer dad. His claim of fame is smelling gas.
Or are they just...
He is they're like psychotic. Like the one lady's like, I'm dead. I want people to fucking be doing blow off my head and like fucking, just like being like wild. Like she's like, "Oh, go buy pills and sell it over here," you know, and like, you know, they're being like wild and stuff. At the same time, they're like psychotic because you know where someone needs to kind of like slap them around and be like, hello, you know, like, like if you just stop doing this, and this, like, so this, and this would stop happening. But yeah, they're just like, whoa, you know,
Dude, they're living life, bro.
fuck.
What up? Going to Florida, picking up some drugs, driving back to Mississippi, selling them. What up?
Double the pop. Hey,
Doesn't she do it? It's like $25, and then she sells them for like $50 or something stupid. And she's like, everyone loves it. It's cheap.
yeah, like, oh my god, it's so crazy. Some of the shit that they do, but I mean, they're crafty in that. They make money doing different things, but
She's like, I'm the
Gypsies.
good-looking one. She's like
Yeah.
super ugly.
dude, that was such a crazy documentary.
Fucking.
There's probably, I mean, they're a little more well known, like throughout the town. That's why it makes it kind of interesting. But there's probably so many different people like that, so many different families like that. There's like, oh my god,
It's that white trash, dude.
there's like Crazy Larry that used to be at like Browns Park. And my grandma,
Crazy Larry? Oh, didn't he die?
fuck yeah, he died. He like, they
Died
found
on,
him like he had like freaking a big old abscess on his back, gangrene, and was like fucking just living in that
Jesus.
house forever. There's all this
Fish
dog had
sticks.
been beating at him and shit. Oh my god.
Do you like
nothing but
fish
beer and
sticks?
Fish sticks in there. Whatever you get from the Swan Man. The Swan Man got in trouble actually bringing him alcohol, and they lost his job, and they had another Swan Man trying to come down, and they like specifically could not do that for him because he wouldn't go into town. He'd have the Swan Man ring it in because he'd come out there all the way out there. Oh my god, so far. But
That's insane that the Swan Man would drive all the way out there into like the
they used to
sticks.
do it. I remember like randomly like 4th of July would be out there and like they'd come out there and try and like it'd be like ice cream man would like pull up and shit. So you're out in the middle of nowhere. There's like a trailer we basically placed in the ground, you know, and like they built onto it. There's a few of them. Hills has ice-itis and like Swan Man's around. You want some ice cream or some chicken fucking tenders? Because they sell like, you know, food there.
Is it expensive?
I think it's like average Swan Man price, I want to say. Maybe it's marked up a little bit. I don't know, because there's a little area right down there called Dutch John and stuff. It's like right with like the little city where they have like for the gas plant and shit. So they probably just sell it to them, and so they come there.
What do you think goes through his head, like when he's driving out there and it's like literally for miles there's nothing but like badgers and oil pumps, and then all of a sudden he comes around the corner and like down another couple miles, drives over a river, and there's a little cabin. He's just like, well, there's my destination. Like, I'm going to go see if I could sell these people fish sticks.
He's hustling, dude.
Yeah, being in Wyoming, he probably drives all over like random places like that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's weird, though.
No way, dude. You see a flyer that's just about town, and you like look at it. Oh, look, there's a festival coming up. I'm gonna go make some money. Cruise on over there. Payday.
But, dude, this is literally
cart.
like in a taco cart in the middle of the desert. And like, how does he afford to pay gas?
The company pays, I think. I don't know.
Oh, does Swan Man make up for it?
I think they do, because they. I mean, technically, there's like a little like I think it's a state park right there, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think they may solely only come out there because there are like 3 to 4 families that actually like stay out there, which are crazy kind of families. Like, because like the one guy was the one
Hills
out
Have
there,
Eyes
and he
style.
had died, and then there's 2 people living out there with a whole bunch of families, and then the one guy went kind of crazy and like took all the money and everything that they had, life savings, all that shit. Drove down in his truck to like just to the river and fucking blew his brains out. And fucking everyone like went over there to like go find all his stuff, and they ended up finding it, and he just like had his stuff, but he never planned on like doing anything with it. He just drove off and made it seem like he was gonna take off and just killed himself. And it's like
Just drove to the side of a river and blew his brains out.
yeah, and so like the lady still lives there. She's over there still. And then there's the Larry guy, he was gone, and then there's a couple other people that were living there for a while, but then the families slowly just take it over, and like, oh my god, so much crazy shit really go out there. Like that's just because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere and stuff. So I don't know if you kind of run into things that's kind of random. Definitely like not like city style where there's just almost like there's so many people that everyone's kind of like stranger status, but like you kind of expect what might happen.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, shit. I mean, that's like probably being in Australia when you hear all those like Australia's probably got straight up hills have eyes shit, you know, just 'cause,
Australia, in general.
yeah, the continent, like because of all of it's like it's so huge, you know. There's like no one lives there, and then
Yeah, there's
like,
large
They have
swaths of land.
Yeah, they have lots of cities and shit.
No,
there's so much
only on the
area where you
coast.
could just be like driving out there with fucking dingoes and shit. Just, like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the center of Australia, there's like nobody there, and there's probably a dude with a cabin who just like waits for people who are like, look, we're in Australia, and then he like come over here and murders them.
it's like the Woodley Whites because they're in the backwoods of West Virginia or whatever, basically. And so, I mean, there's some towns, some sheriffs here or there, but it's like there ain't nothing around there. It's just like besides mining, you know, there's no reason to go to those towns.
What is it? After 3 miles, nobody can hear you scream.
That's 3 miles is far. Still, I would have thought like less than that. I wouldn't have thought even a mile.
Like, imagine if you're out in the middle of a desert for mile. Like, there's 10 miles in all directions. Like, how far can you hear a coyote howl?
Coyote, you can hear.
Depends.
Yeah.
For long days.
I think
What
it's
about
like
that?
coyote.
What about the one-eyed Indian
collecting scalps now?
collecting scalps?
There's always like the tall tales and stuff that were over there, but like
I seen him.
the things that
I
like
seen him. He pointed at me.
Yep, right at my heart, and something made like a beating hand.
scooped up the children. Just cut 'em up.
Good thing I had my 357 with me.
Well, there was a guy that used to be there. That was because it was Jarvie Ranch was the area and stuff, and he was like a miner, and he had people come in from the city, mine and shit like that. And then after a while, they'd be mining, and then they'd come and be like, "All right, you know, are we gonna get paid or what the hell? What's the deal here?" And he'd be like, "Fucking blow their brains out, toss them in the Green River, fucking get some new workers." Same shit would happen. They'd be like, "Well, are we getting money?" And he'd toss them. It's like,
Craigslist.com.
Dude, that shit happened in real life.
even
too.
ones of like
yeah.
they have like 2 tombstones of 2 guys that like end up trying to kill each other or some shit, and they ended up both killing each other, and so they buried them right next to each other. So their graves are right there. You're like, what the fuck? So much random weird little shit right there.
Dude, that's the Wild West back in the day. They died back in the 1800s, didn't they? Those 2 guys and the miners.
It could have been 19s too. I have no idea, to be honest, but yeah.
It was like cowboy days, man. Where you just someone pissed you off, you shoot him in the back of the head. It's
Sure, if
fucking.
you could, I bet if you like prove it like to be like honorful or whatever it might be, you could defend yourself in a court of law. Sir, you tried to call me yellow belly, and I ain't never been no yellow belly chicken in my life now. And he's like,
He pointed
Amen,
the gun
brother.
at me.
Amen to that, man. No man
he's like,
calling
no,
you.
ain't no man calling me a chicken, so hereby ain't no man calling no other man a chicken. It only fair.
Only fair.
Law. I think that's how laws are made. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Cause
That's probably how the law where, like, you're not allowed to have a violin in a paper bag happened. The guy, like, shot a dude and he had a violin in a paper bag, and he's like, why'd you shoot him? He's like, well, he had a violin in a paper bag, Your Honor. Oh, that son of a bitch, man. We'll outlaw that shit and doesn't happen again. No violins in paper bags. You're free to go.
Like, you can't even. I heard like laws like you can't like ride camels in Montana or some shit.
You can't have ice cream in your back pocket.
Where?
What?
I think it's in New
That's
York
a
or something.
lie,
I'm
dude.
serious.
Get
You
outta
can't have ice
here.
cream in your back pocket. I know there's one.
Why?
Some,
Taxis?
No J's over here, huh? With your fucking ice cream in your back pockets. Take that shit to Jersey, you know?
somewhere over there. I don't know. There's a bunch of weird ones. There's like one where you're like, I know there's the violin with a paper bag. I think that's Salt Lake. You're not allowed to have a violin in a paper bag. Then there's the no ice cream in your back pocket. Those are the two like I remember that are really weird. There's also one like no sitting on wet paint or something dumb.
That's
Obvious.
Common sense, yeah. Hey, don't sit on wet paint. Shit in Utah, oh my god, I mean, probably. Well, I don't know. Even like it's kind of weird. Like you see that. I seen like a little meme of it where it showed like a mob of people outraged because like they were trying to put on all those new like homeless shelters and everyone was like, "What the hell," you know? And a couple of the areas they wanted to put like temples, or they're like trying to spend money on like rebuilding temple and construction and stuff like that. And people are like going not protesting like against it, but like for it, you know, like I guess to speed it up or like yay and all those things like that. And so it's kind of interesting, you know.
You know what they should do
We need a special house.
is make a place for homeless people, but for them to stay there, they have to ride on a treadmill for 3 hours a day. That generates
6 hours a day.
6 hours a day. That generates
No, 8. It's like a 9 to 5.
Yeah, that generates power for the building. Or do something in the building because it's like I fucking hate homeless people, dude.
Dude, but they're like dead.
Yeah.
Like, because in the morning we'll drive down, and it's happened like it happens once every 2 to 3 weeks. In the morning time, about 6 a.m., I'll be going over there, and they'll fucking like be walking in the middle of the street in green lights, and like
Yeah.
they
Lady ran out in front of me today,
It
dude.
almost
I was
feels like
running her over.
it's like the cry for help almost. You're like they're like mean and you like honk at them, and they just like walk like they don't give a fuck. You know,
Human
like, they know.
contact.
Walking Dead.
Honestly, dude, because that's the way I was like, even telling your brother about it at one point. Like, I'm like, you can say like, you know, you have two lives. You know, you die once when your physical body dies, and then the second time when the last time someone speaks your name, then you die. You know, metaphysically type thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can see that with some people, even on the streets now. No one's talking about them. No one's speaking them. You know, someone's spoken their name for the last time, so they're walking zombie because their body's still alive. You know, they're
Their real name.
yeah, they're
The
there.
real
So
you know?
their souls.
Yeah, you know,
are
maybe
gone.
for whatever reason, like, you know,
I
they were kicked to the curb, and all the last remains, you know, was a family that died off, and they're like, whatever, the last one. But even with a lot of the people, though, you kind of see that with a lot of the mentalities, like they're dead inside. And it's kind of like a body walking, a zombie, you know, because whatever it might have been, you know, died first metaphysically, because you know you still have that physical body, but once you die, you know, people are like, oh, you were this, you were that, you were this, and even when you're like fucking friends 90 years old and be like, I remember that time me and my buddy did this, and you know, technically you're all of a sudden remembered back through like who the grandkid or something that listens to that, you know, it's like technically you're still kind of like you're still alive, you're like we're still thinking of Abraham Lincoln, it's not forgotten type of thing. But once, you know, we don't ever speak of his cousin. Who was his cousin's name?
Jeb. Jeb
Probably
Lincoln.
because there are probably like 6 names, but like.
I
You know
guess
what I mean?
I take back the fact that I don't like homeless people. If you're genuinely homeless and you're like trying, like let's say you just lost your job because you broke your leg, then you lost your house, those people I feel bad for. Like
Getting
they-
screwed over by
yeah.
the system.
Yeah, like they need help. Obviously, like, you know, get them in a homeless shelter, help them out, because they'll try to get themselves back on their feet. Those people, I'd support those people. But the ones that are just like, the other day I was sitting there at a fast food restaurant and I'm like watching this like lady. She just looked terrible condition. Like She just didn't give a shit. She was just like, whatever, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Rain on me, poop on me, whatever. And then she's holding up a sign that says, anything helps. Or like, throw $1 at me, I bet you can't hit me, or something stupid like that.
Oh my God.
And I'm just sitting there watching her, and I'm like, God, she's fucking pathetic, dude. And then another lady and another guy walk up, dressed the same, like just shitty. And they give her their shopping cart, and she takes the shopping cart and walks off with it, and they take her sign.
Yeah, dude, there's some people that we ended up knowing that like they do that, and they were living in shacks or whatever. And that group that was in their camp, their shack camp, they would call it taking a shift. They were signing. They were taking a shift, and they were telling us about it. And I assumed that they were signing, like dude, spinning signs.
They're building colonies.
Yeah, I thought they were like
it's going to be
signs,
Planet of
like,
the Apes.
Know, those guys are like doing like badass tricks, open house, fucking spinning, flipping. But by signing, they meant like taking the shit,
That's my favorite part of summertime. Oh, man. The AT&T guy with the sign, and he's getting into it. He's got his headphones in,
just spinning, like pointing. Yeah, you.
Mm-hmm.
Car goes by.
Got to give him a couple honks. People out there, support him.
Yeah, AT&T. I'm in Verizon though.
Dude, that if I was like the governor of my own city or even state, dude, I'd be ruthless. I'd be like, all right, guys, we're going to get some black vans. We're going to completely black out the windows. I'm going to have teams of 6. You will be driving up to locations where people are, and just grab them. We're going to drive, and we're going to take them to a certain place.
Well, there's a lot of people that are like disabled, which are like crazy, which sucks because like they got stuck there. Like
throw them in the back of a pickup truck.
I remember working for a place where it was Valley Mental Health, and they had a bunch of different people that were housed there, and you could go in, like all of them had mental disabilities and stuff. And we ended up talking to a handful of them, and like this one guy, he ended up getting a disability, like he was on his mission in like Guatemala or something and got in a car wreck the last like week. And he came back basically a vegetable and stuff.
That sounds like horse shit.
And he never, basically, he never like.
Does he have proof? I want a video or fake.
Where are his sources?
That's what he said. Well, the reason why he was there, though, too, is because his family couldn't take care of him. This is what he said. And so they put him there. But his money was running out. And so the funding ended up taking him to that thing, because he was kind of like through it. So they kind of gave up on him. Like his
own family gave up on him.
Yeah.
He wasn't a fucking drug abuser or an alcoholic or a crackhead or some douchebag that thought he could make it in drugs in Guatemala.
No, he was a guy that had
he was a good Christian whose family hated him for no reason.
He was Mormon. And he got
same
in a car
thing.
wreck on his
That
mission.
explains it.
Dude, if he was a Mormon,
the
church would have taken care of him.
Oh, yeah. He would have had robotic legs.
He would have been
Robocop.
Basically, he had like a plate in his head. His fucking
Here's a
like a
Bible.
shaved head, and he had like weird like scar-shaped head and stuff. You could definitely see the.
Oh, so he's
scars in his
different?
head. He got fucking.
So he's half robot.
Got fucked up. No, he was slammed in a car. Yeah, like for sure. Like he's fucking got like one eye bulging. But like it was really cool because some of the people there at the Valley Mental Health things were crazy. One lady answered the door.
Wait, was he at a hospital?
Naked. No, it was Valley Mental. It was a place that was like we were doing electrical work on a lot of the intercoms there, and there are people that are like they have a disability, and if they go through a certain hospital, they get not a recommendation, but they'll get that paid for where they can get monitored or they get placed in a similar area where they just get like a 1-bedroom apartment where they can be off the streets and.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't like just sitting out in the streets on a corner. Okay,
No.
I thought
he was there, and that was one of the things he said. He's like, "This place is good because like my family could put me here." He's like, "They really don't ever have contact with me, but it keeps me from the streets." So it's either this or off the street, or I'm on the streets. That's how a lot of people like of them are. But there was a handful of people that are like. We got done with the Twilight concert. I remember like a couple years ago, and you ended up running into these couple kids and stuff, and they wanted to come hang out, blah blah. And he's like, "Oh, they're gonna come back to the place, and like they're gonna stay there." And so he brought them back, and there was like this guy and this girl, and they're probably like 20 years old and stuff. But they were like just homeless because they just didn't want to like live at home, and didn't like my parents kept telling us get a job and shit, and we don't need to. I'm like, well, you obviously need to because you have nowhere to live. It's like. They had nothing but yeah, that was like
They probably didn't get teased.
Yeah, they probably didn't stick a finger up a deer's butt.
Bazing! Dun, 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 deep.
It's laziness, dude, and like for me,
at that point, it is. You're like,
for me, it's hard to like.
Like
what's
some
the
crackhead
word?
rolls up. I need like $5 for fucking what?
Yeah.
Because I'm less for. Because Jesus, like.
Yeah.
Is this only $3? Are you serious? I asked for $5.
Like that demand. Like, can I have $1? Mm-hmm. I need your spare change. Or like, change or whatever the hell. It's just like,
Dude, I've been getting very bitter with them. Like, I'm like, dude, I have to fucking earn it. Go earn it yourself, fuckhead.
well, like, we make jokes about it, but I remember, especially being at Ken Garf, and then I remember one time we were walking around downtown joking about these people giving us the same excuse. Oh, my cousins are, like, leaving town. I don't have any money for the bus. I need to get on the Greyhound.
They all went to the same class.
So you give them a couple dollars.
The community.
They want a couple more, I need a few. I'm going on the Greyhound. I'm not going on regular bus. This is like $20.
Dude,
like,
yeah.
Dude, they always try and give you, like...
I'm a high-class citizen like you, okay? I need the big boy bus.
When it's like, dude, do you want to see, like... I need $1 fucking as much as you need $1. If you
right?
think about that, it's like, dude...
Dude, like, I walked to the Maverick, and I'm like, man, dude, what should I get? And I'm sitting there debating. I'm like, should I get the big Red Bull or the little Red Bull? And I'm like, oh, this is only $1 more. I'm like, I could handle $1 more. And I walk out, and the guy's like, hey, man, you got a buck to spare? I'm like, dude, no, I don't got a fucking buck to spare, man. I'm over here debating on if I should get a small drink or a big drink.
Nope, I got the super size. Sorry, bud.
I got the one with $1 more, so I spent it. Sorry.
It's like you can spend 8 hours a day just fucking doing this.
Yeah, I'm like, how about you go fucking grind on cars for 11 hours a day, and then, maybe you won't have to ask people for money.
Yeah, that's why, like, when it comes to the disability, it's like, damn, you can't handle it. But when it's people, like, they're just kind of, even abusers and shit, I remember, like, coming out of Pioneer Park, and I didn't even notice it, but we were walking up, and the cars kind of park all around the park at, like, a kind of an angle. And right between our car and, like, someone else's car, there's some, like, dude shooting up. But it was on the passenger side, and I didn't even, like, see him sitting there, and we go to hop in the car, and Aubrey, like, stops to almost get... She's, like, standing by the hood of the car, and then she, like, standing there, and then I guess the guy had taken off or something like that, and then she, like, walks and gets in the car. I'm like, what the hell? And she's like, did you see that guy? I'm like, I didn't see anybody. And she's like, there's a guy sitting right there on the curb, and he straight up had he was shooting up. I just seen him with the needle and everything. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, he could have, like, been like, oh, get the hell out of here. But he's like, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And, like, just fucking rolled around and then just crawled off, like, took off towards the street. And so that's why when I was, like, looking over, I never even seen him because, like, he'd never even got up past, like, the level of the window of the car. He's just
you ever hear
roll out of there like a little rat. You're like, what the fuck? And it's just right there in the park.
That's when you pull out your gas cap gun.
No, that's when you pull out a real gun.
Well, that
Stand
same
your
spot,
ground.
like, a freaking Denny was driving, and all of a sudden, like, some fucking homeless lady, went darting just straight off the side out of the park and ran straight into the side of his car, smashed his mirror, like, hit the side of his car, right in the passenger car, and he, like, hit the brakes, and he's like, oh my God, are you all right? And she's like, I'm so sorry, and, like, took off, and Danny, like, whips around, like, chases her down, and he's like, lady, stop. And she's just like, no, I'm fine. She's like, I gotta go. Or whatever, and he's like literally, like, she ran in my car, and then she's like apologizing. She's like, she thought she had to pay, and he's like, no, are you fine? And she's like, I'm not gonna pay for that, and stuff like that. And you're just like, what the fuck? It's like, it's crazy because I don't know. I mean, sometimes I feel like it is.
Was she
like
cute?
Cry for I wasn't there, but shit, I hit a biker one
I
time.
bet there's one way you can pay for this. Let me tell you what.
Oh, God.
Dude, I was driving one time and hit a biker, just turning left, and I didn't even see his ass. It was like midnight or whatever, and like and all of a sudden, bam! He like slammed into my car and stuff.
On the side of your car, on the
Damn,
left
you
side?
probably
No, right
shouldn't
on the
be
front.
admitting that, dude.
Well, I got out of the car. I'm like, oh my God, dude, are you all right? And like some lady, like the people that were at the light too, like she gets out and she's like in this little thing. She's like, oh my God. She's like, I just got hit by a car earlier today, and the guy just drove off. Like literally, right? The people right at the light.
You should have been like, good idea.
Like, yeah, the guy kept trying to take off. He was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, he's like, I gotta go. I'm good. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, dude, I hit you. He's like, I don't have lights or anything. I'm so sorry. I need to go. And I'm like, no, dude. And he went grocery shopping. He's gonna make a cake, I guess. He bought like eggs and shit. And I'm like, oh fuck.
You smashed all his
Damn,
eggs?
dude.
No,
It was
his
his
eggs and everything were good.
It was his birthday. That's so fucked up, dude.
Broke he had a little basket on his car. Fucking that shit went flying off. I had some rope in my car, so I like restrap it down and shit like that, and I like put him on the head. Like, and he's like kept trying to take off. I'm like, I only had like $30 in my pocket, maybe $20. And I was like, dude, I'm like, you gotta let me let you sit down, give you something, do something. I'm like, are you all right? He's like, no, dude. And I was like, I'm fine. He's like, and he kept apologizing to me. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, I hit you. And he's like, I shouldn't have been right there, I shouldn't have. It was because it wasn't like a turning, but it was like green light, So regardless,
It was a road.
it
Wait,
wasn't like
did you
a
have
hand.
a-
He had a red hand. Or
Yeah.
there was nothing like that, no walk or nothing like that, because it was in a.
Did you have a green arrow or a green light?
It was just green light. It was like in a neighborhood road,
No.
kind of straight. It was like kind of off street. Either way, it was green light. pedestrians have the right of way. This isn't like some kind of,
This is a communist
Nazi
country,
yeah,
dude.
we're not in some Nazi country here.
You should have just been like, all right, whatever, get in your car and run his ass over.
Yeah, no.
Now do you want to ride?
But
Just down the sidewalk.
I gave him the cash, and he was like off and on, or like out of there. And we're like, shit, all right. Even the lady that's barely had gotten hit, she's like, no, seriously. She's like, are you fine? She's like, now's the time where you need to let them know and stuff. She's like, he's here, you're here. And I'm like, seriously, dude, are you all right? Like,
fucking lady, I would have been like, shut up, bitch, let him fucking make his own decisions.
And I'm like, fucking, you're lucky I didn't stop for your ass. I'm glad. Now I don't feel as bad.
Did you
like,
stop only because there were
other
witnesses?
cars?
No, he was like right underneath my car. If I would get any more, I'd probably like drug his.
He's like, all I need you to do is just pull your
couldn't
car
get
back a
away.
little bit so I can get my leg out underneath the
Cause
tire.
I'm like, oh shit, because I was turning left and I like hit the brakes and he like fucking slammed right in the front of my back car. It's like, doosh. I was like, oh shit. So like, cause I had like right as I'd seen him, because it was like dark, I was turning left and I'd slammed the brakes and he just like bam slammed right into my front of my car.
Oh, so he hit you.
Yeah, basically.
Nice. You should have
I
sued
was
him.
like, oh, I'm like, oh my god, dude.
I almost hit a
so
dude
sorry.
too down by the temple downtown as I was driving. It was a black dude. He was in a suit, like black suit. Couldn't see shit. It was midnight, dude. And I'm just sitting there driving, and I pull up. I was doing a right-hand turn, so I stopped and I looked left, looked right. He was standing there, but I didn't see him. And I want to say he was right behind the pole, like the light pole, but I couldn't see him, dude. And as I started going, he steps out into the street, So we're both like locked eyes, and I'm just like, holy shit, dude, I almost ran your ass over. And he's like, I'm sorry, I stepped in the street. And I'm like, I looked left, looked right, looked left again, and I started going right, and he was right there. Like, I gave my car gas, and he was like looking at me like, dude, I'm about to cross. And I'm just like, man.
Damn, dude, you could have died that day.
I could have, dude. What if he had like a
You'd have whooped
Kalashnikov
your
on
ass.
his...
You're evil, dude. Pedestrians have the right of way.
I didn't see him.
Dude, that's what they all say.
You're
Famous
supposed to
last
wear
words.
a vest.
Yep.
They came out of nowhere. I didn't mean
I was
to
texting.
see them. Yeah.
I
That
wasn't
shit,
texting. I was using Siri. I was like, Siri, send me a text message to remind me to keep my eyes out for... Oh, fuck.
Set an alarm for every
Damn
5
it,
minutes
Siri.
while driving to remind me to watch out for...
I'll just blame Google for all my accidents. Google didn't warn me. Google said to
Maps.
keep driving straight. There was a red light, and I just kept driving straight.
I seen a meme of like a little Apple one with a little Apple camera. Once it was like crashed in a ditch. It was like Apple Maps. It's like, we're fucking trying, okay?
Were you with... Who was with me when we were driving in the black car and we were going to like Fish Lake or something? And we're just sitting there driving on a stretch of freeway, and all of a sudden the GPS is like, take a left. And there's nowhere to turn
Take a
left.
now.
Yeah, it was seriously like, take a left. And I'm like, what? And it's like, take a left. It was me and Alexi, I think. And he's like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with your phone? There's no roads here. And there was a road going straight left on the GPS, and there was nothing there. It was just like, go off road. It's like, dude, you want to get there fast, bro? Let's get there fast. You want to go this way.
Fucking live, bro.
There's gonna be speed, like the movie, except it's a car and a GPS. You better focus or driving, bitch.
Oh, shit. You just found the remake right there,
Yep.
dude.
You're gonna get in your Tesla car. It's gonna lock. Welcome. You never say that. Well, now we will not stop until...
I received a new update this morning. It's like, I received a new update this morning.
Your mission is...
Yeah.
you
Choose to accept it.
if you choose to accept it.
It's like Mission Impossible, except for like at the end the glasses blow up, so this time it's the car. The intermission or the fucking message will terminate after this. It's like, psh, psh, psh. Oh shit! Fucking car explodes. You're like stuck in it.
Dude, I was gonna say something, but then I was going, that's probably too soon. So I was like, I'm not gonna say it because it's too soon. I was gonna be like, what's the need for Fast and Furious guy?
Paul Walker.
Yeah, that's what happened to his car.
It's not too soon.
It's like, this transmission will end in 3, 2, 1. Car fucking accelerates to
Everyone thought
128.
The Illuminati or someone that everyone thought killed him or some shit.
Weren't you part of the Illuminati once?
I wish.
Were you trying to get into it?
You didn't know that not Need for Speed, fucking Fast and the Furious is an actual documentary?
No.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I know they have like
Conspiracy
fucking 7
people,
or
put
8
it
of
out
them.
there. Tweet it.
They have, like,
Hashtag it.
They have a couple out for like that are gonna be in production but aren't in production yet, so they're gonna release them. But there's like I don't know. The new one seems fucking kind of wild. I don't know. They're all wild, but
Yeah.
Triple X?
Fast and Furious.
Same guy, right?
Yeah, basically the same thing that like trying to portray. I guess I don't know. In this one, he's more intense or something.
Something. He's like, I got tattoos
Diesel,
this time.
more intense.
Double the.
Yeah,
Are you trying to make motor sounds like cars?
more like intense. Growling. Like
Okay.
getting to business.
Mm-hmm. All right, I get it.
Do you get it?
No.
Do you really get it?
Lost minds.
He's lost in the mind of Vin Diesel.
Admir.
What do you want?
Don't do that into the microphone.
Yeah,
What? I'm just trying to put my mouth over it.
You know what we're missing?
What?
Heroin.
You want to be a rock star? It's like, yeah. Got a little H for you.
Got a little H.
Got a little H.
Lowercase.
What's H?
Capital. It's capital H.
It's horchata.
You got a little bit off
A little cinnamon milka. Yeah, sure, man.
Dude, that shit's so good.
It is good. You want to drink some icing, man? Yeah, man, I love icing, yeah. Fucking good. Fucking icing is fucking good, man.
Dude, you're terrible.
I'm good, man.
Terribly great.
It's like a Canadian Mexican.
Canadian
Hey.
Mexican.
It's
Mexican
really
Canadian.
good down there, eh?
Do you remember Tomas?
Mm-hmm.
So the other day,
so.
like me and him were sitting there talking about
Say his name, dude. He's probably listening.
we were talking about Mexico and how he's telling me like about his ranch down in Mexico, and he's like, you know what I hate the most is when people tell me I speak Spanish, and I'm like, but you do speak Spanish. He's like, I don't speak Spanish. He's like, I speak Mexican. He's like, Spanish people speak Spanish. He's like, he's like, when you listen to a person speaking Spanish from like Spain, he's like, it's nice, it's smooth, everything sounds good. He's like, but when you listen to a Mexican speak Spanish, he's like, it sounds rough and everything's broken and everything's everywhere. He's like, that's Mexican. He's like, we don't give a fuck what it sounds like. And I'm just like, all right, dude. He's like, you got to be from Mexico to understand. And I was like, all right. I'm not going to say it, but all right. He was talking about some like O's or something.
Yeah, it
Same
sounds
sorts of letters.
really fucking weird.
He was saying like,
It's missing a lot of words.
yeah, he was saying there's different words and different letters that aren't in there. And he's like, so it's not Spanish. He's like, it's not. He's like, it sounds like it and you can understand it. He's like, but it's not. He's like, it's like talking to someone from Mississippi and then talking to someone from like the heart of LA. He's like, they sound completely different. It's like they're both speaking English, but there's a lot of things you can't understand that's coming, like from those whites, whatever their name is.
Why you gotta get racist like that?
Or
Or you say like an Australian, like maybe Australian.
Yeah, it's like they're all speaking English, but
G'day.
you can't understand them. So it's like,
Throw another shrimp on
it was
the
kind
bobby.
of funny when he said that to me, and I was like, holy shit, dude. But he doesn't
Some
give a
people are
fuck.
proud, like they're really proud, of their heritage and stuff like that. And I imagine everyone would kind of say like they speak that. If you think of any, what do you speak Korean? What do you speak Japanese? Even Japanese, what do they speak? Because they technically don't call themselves Japanese. What do they call themselves?
What do you mean?
Because like Germany, we call them Germany, but really they call themselves Deutsch, like Deutschland.
Japan?
Yeah, Japan's like Yami.
Be Nihon?
I'm not sure.
That's like, yeah, Japanese.
Japan. There's like, well, I guess with everybody, Japanese people, they don't like when you talk like that.
We speak of the Chinese.
They're chinning me.
But it's like that with like even the Balkan states, dude. Like they all speak the same language, like Serbians, Croatians, and Bosnians. They all, even Montenegro, they all speak the same.
But different dialect. You think?
Kind of different dialect. You could understand everybody the same. Like they all understand each other, but they say they don't speak the same languages. They're like, nope, I'm speaking this language. It's like, dude, I fucking understand what you're saying. Yeah, but I'm speaking this language. There's different, I guess, words for like different things, like bread. You'd say bread with one way, and then you say like bread in a different way, but they both understand the same word. So like there'd be bread and like loaf. So it's like you both understand exactly what you're saying. Like I want one loaf, or like I want one piece of bread.
Loaf me.
They
How would you say it?
loaf me.
Привет, loaf to cook
Do you love me?
Do you loaf me?
Loaf for me,
Imagine those Valentine's Day cards. Holy shit.
Do you love me?
Dude, that's a good
I need
idea.
to marry them.
Let's make Valentine's things on bagels and buns.
Potato bread.
Be like, how much do you love these buns? Can I cut your buns or split your buns? I heart those buns. I love when they come in pairs.
Yeah. What if I part these
Well
buns?
done buns, big buns, small buns,
Toasty buns.
toasty buns, crispy
Fluffy
buns,
buns. Scrumptious buns.
salty buns.
Yeah, salty.
Oh, shit. No.
What time is it anyways? 10:40?
No.
It's not too bad. Is that what time it is? It's not too bad.
All right, let's do an RPG.
All right, let's end this one. Bye.
Sayonara.
Adios. That was good.
Outro. No, seriously, guys. Thanks for listening. We do get crazy sometimes, and sometimes we get a little lost in our conversations, and they end up going downhill really fast. And then they kind of level out, and then they go back up a little bit, and then go back down, and then back up, and then back down, and then back up, and then back down, and then back up. And then we get to the end, and then everyone's still alive. You made it. I feel like they go in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out, yeah. Yeah, until they explode at the end. It's like a doom. Lost minds. That's usually what I whisper in her ear. Like, hey, babe, lost minds. Lost minds, you're welcome. Lost minds. I lost my mind over some tears. Good looking out. Lost minds, one love. Peace out, A-Town, one love, lost minds. If you can see it right now, he's got his fingers in the air, two of them. He wants the other ones. Whoop, 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 whoop. One blood, lost minds to the moon, yo. The moon doesn't exist. Crisscross, crisscross, punch the moon. What do you mean the moon doesn't exist? Well, we're on a flat Earth, and the moon is actually just a projection of the sun. That's another thing we need to go do. We need to go measure the moonlight. Because apparently, the moon shade is hotter than the moonlight. So if you go outside and you measure the temperature under a tree in the moonlight, the shade will be warmer than the moonlight itself. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Because the moon is actually releasing cold light. So it's reverse of the sun. The sun is releasing hot light. The moon is releasing cold light. So when the sun heats up the planet during the day, the moon cools it down with its cold light. Oh my god. So the shadows at night are actually warmer than the lit up spots. Unless there's a breeze. No. Look, I've done this. I've recorded it. It's facts. I put icicles down. I put one ice cube here, one ice cube there. The one over there melted way slower. Facts. I put one ice cube on my nipple. I put two on my other nipple, and guess what? The one with two ice cubes got my nipples way harder. So if you're gonna come correct, double up with two, alright? Two cubes. Why do you need the nipples hard? Because... I don't know, why not? What do you want them soft for? I know a guy that pierced his nipples so that he would always have hard nipples. Hey, I know that guy too. Oh, I know him. Yeah. Does he have hard nipples or what? I got hard nipples right now. Bet you do, you freak. You don't worry about nipples. He's like, Doug, what do you mean ice on the nipples? Tell me more, Doug. Why ice? Figure them out. What kind of ice? Like from the fridge or from the store? They come with like the little hole. And that's like a weird round circle Lincoln log. Those ones are the best ones because they fit right around your nipple and they make everything else colder. You don't even have to hold them. They just lay back and then you just grow inside of them, you know? Like, what's that one movie where the guy's got like really long nipples? Yeah, they're like swords. That was a scary movie. Scary movie. I started fighting with him. He's like, but it's kind of like that. He said, the next one is a lot bigger. It's weird. I asked my doctor, he said it was normal. Sometimes. I was like, yeah, it's normal. They're compensating, is what he said. I was like, do you mind if I take a taste? I've never seen nipples like this. Who's the doctor I can't resist? I let him do it. It was weird. He kept going like for like an hour. Look at me. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes. Don't lie. Oh, that's bad. So, now what? We ran out of nipple. You owe me money. You owe me money. Where's my money, man? Where's my fucking money, man? Because it was like you were there. Did that happen? Did you pretend to be a doctor and suck on nipples? I had a hard life growing up. If I wanted new sneakers, I had to work. What did you do? I had to work the streets. What kind of stress? A lot of nipple jobs. Yeah. I wore ice nipple rings for years. I bet you were good at it. The best. How good? Like on a scale of 1 to like Michael Jackson. How good were you? I set the bar. Damn. I opened up the business known as Ice Nipples. Dude, that's Icy Nipple. Icy Nipple. Is that your nickname? Are you Icy Nipples? Icy Nipples. Icy Nipples. Icy Nipples. Icy Nipples. Dude, that's a good name. I'm gonna steal that name. It was like, I see some nipples. No, I see nipples. No. What about them one nipples? Them not icy nipples. Yeah, the soft ones with I like to call them nipple beards. You know? They got beards growing off of them. I know you like those ones. Frozen nipple. Yeah. Nipple beards. You know, like the lumberjack nipples. Whiskery. Whiskery nipples. I like a hairy nipple one in a while. Yeah? No. Keep it warm for the winter. You never have a hairy nipple. Why not? I can't do it. I see him taking hairs out of his mouth. The hell? Takes back memories. I'm having nightmares. I can taste the hair now. One evening, I rose, looking to suck some nipple. In a drunken state, I started sucking the wrong nipple. You woke up drunk. Were you sucking on the wiener? You thought it was a nipple? It could have been a nipple, it could have been a wiener. The facts are neither here nor there. The point is, there was hair. It was in my mouth. It was unpleasant. It's like that sound part. You had to get those semen. He's like, I had to close my eyes and suck it through too. It always reverts back to well, thanks for listening. The second welcome back to the Second Dates podcast today. We're going to explore how you do it in these 10 different ways. Today we're going to talk about time travel, sucking D's, ancient times, sucking D's, in a volcano,
Sucking D's.
Sucking
Got 'em.
what? Normally.
Sucking D's.
Normal.
D's nuts.
Let's put it like that so there's no normal.
What?
There we go. I like it normal, though. Normal.
Oh, yeah.
Gets a little crazy when you get a little voice distorted over there. You get a little...
Yeah.
Get down some roads.
You get some Down syndrome to going.
But, I don't know. For the most part, I mean, yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I had fun. I had fun tonight. It was actually really enjoyable.
It was fun.
It was good. I'm pretty tired now, and it was all around quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Weird, very weird.
If you're listening to this in the morning on your way to work,
You're welcome.
yeah.
Hopefully, she's like, well,
I know,
could be doing
I
that.
wasted, I wasted that time.
Could have been that, but yeah. Thanks. Damn. Why is my beard so dirty?
Do you want to know how to clean it up? Do you want the magic?
Who said that?
It was me.
Yes, I do want that magic.
And me.
Oh, it's you. That
It's the
that
two of
beats
us.
up. I know you.
Makes sense. But no, like, I can totally get you vials of oily stuff that you rub in your dirty beard, and it'll clean you up good and nice. Yeah. You just gotta go to this website.
What about the scent? Do I smell good?
It smells really good. It smells like, this one's like dandelions. You get used to it. It's like bugs.
It smells like
No, it's
wet grass.
that made a good smell, dude. I heard it was made of gypsy tears. Did you hear that on there? Yeah, I put a little bit of my own tears in there too, if you know what I mean. But that's you're wild, dude. I know. Crazy. That's how I was born. It's weird. Like, I just came out like that. Crazy.
Cray-cray.
Cracky. FrickAnderson.com.
For all your bad beard oil products.
Oh, let's do it again.